Hello, Inner West Transitioners. I got Andrew, and he is the project manager for City Farm, Sydney City Farm.
That's right.
And he's going to tell us about this wonderful project that they going here in Sydney Park. Welcome, Andrew.
Thank you. Hi, Yvette, and hi, Transitioners. Thank you for coming down here to Sydney Park. We're standing in the first, I suppose, edition of the city farm that's coming to Sydney Park, St Peters. And what we've got here is our summer garden, a compilation of ideas around broadacre farming, market gardens, kitchen gardens, and orchards, which we're standing in here today. So the concept of the City Farm Summer Garden is really focused around providing a tangible demonstration of what a city farm could be, looking at the different types of crops that we can grow, showing people things that they may not already have seen in the garden or on a farm. And that's the big thing that we're interested in.
Thank you, Andrew. Can you show us some of the I see several panels here. Can you show us some of the panels and explain to us what they are, please?
Yeah, so why don't we come over here? Mm-hmm. This is our market garden area. It's a relatively small site, but what we're trying to talk about here is on the edge of Sydney we have market gardens which actually support and provide valuable produce to everyone in Sydney. It may not provide all of the produce, but it does provide some. We want to talk about there's the value and importance of market gardens on the periphery of Sydney. So in this one we're trying to grow a range of different vegetables that you might find in a Chinese market garden. So we've got bok choys, we've got ginger, lemongrass, we've got a range of broccolis and cabbages. And you know, they're really interesting in trying to show people the different types of things that you can grow. Also, the challenges about growing them. We've had some real tricky circumstances with the bok choy where it's been really popular with grubs, but we're trying to deal with that in an organic manner where we just use, in this instance we're using a vinegar spray to try and just deter them. But you know, it's all trial and error and practice and reiteration and trying to work with the conditions that we've got at hand. So it's been really fun. This is just our market garden. Over here, up the back where you see the large skips, that's our broadacre area. Mm-hmm. That's where we talk about farming on a larger scale, agriculture on a larger scale. So we've got everything from sunflowers to corn to cotton to the hardwood timbers, and then we've got the bamboo and the softwoods. And so what we're really interested there about is talking about agriculture that occurs on a scale that I suppose is bigger than about 100 acres. Mm-hmm. But it could be, you know, could fall under there, but really large scale production where we have big croppable areas or big areas that are farmed for hardwood timbers. And we're really interested in showing, okay, what are the types of plants that we're growing in our forestry areas that are really important for the way we construct and build for tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Obviously, old hardwood timber growth forests are really scarce, or they're becoming scarcer these days, and we probably don't want to see those resources depleted in a great hurry. So the idea is always about trying to educate people around, well, these are the types of plants or trees, produce that we could grow that support us. Corn, for instance, we've got 3 different types of corn here. One for cornflakes, one to feed cattle, and one as sweet corn. So we do talk about the diversity in crops, the cultivars that we have that also help us. The cotton, really contentious. I think we're all familiar with cotton. We probably deal with it in one way or another on a daily basis, but it's a crop that's really highly contentious. And I think growing it and showing it to people may not solve the problem or the I suppose the conceptions about cotton as a crop, but it brings it up and it makes it, you know, able to be discussed. And I think that's worthwhile. That's a really fruitful idea. So that's our broadacre area. It's really large scale. Then we've got our kitchen garden here, which is about the smaller scale, about the scale that you have on a balcony or in your backyard, where you can grow something yourself. So you don't have to have huge areas of space, but you can have areas of the space enough to maybe grow some herbs. Maybe you can grow a few specialty items like tomatoes. Here we've got companion plants like lavenders. We've got some beans in there. You know, you can mix it up, but again, there's no right or wrong in what you want to grow in your own garden. It's really up to what you want to produce, and we're just trying to encourage people to try and do this, to say, look, you don't need a lot of space to do it. You can do it. There's easy ways of doing it, cost effective, and these are just a few examples of the types of things that we're growing. And I suppose finally we've got the orchard, which we're basically standing in right now, and in here we've got a range of citrus trees, and from oranges through to lemons, limes and mandarins, and they're all really, and olives of course, and they're, you know, all really interesting different types of citrus plants. They have similarities in what they need, but they also have their own unique characteristics, and when we monitor them, we really like seeing what they do and how they grow and what affects them in different ways. So again, the purpose of having the orchard here is to talk, you know, what types of orchards are there? Is it just citrus? Is it just olive? Do we have, what other kind of stone fruits, apples, cherries, even vineyards? You know, orchards are, you know, have been, I think, a part of culture for such a long time, and you know, it's really interesting to see how we can try and engage with them now. So I hope you've enjoyed being here. You know, the City Farms Summer Garden's a great initiative. It'll be here through to the 24th of March. We encourage you all to come down, have a look, come chat to the City Farm volunteers. They're here twice a day, and you know, maybe you've got some stories to share with us about how you garden, and that would be great. Maybe you want to talk to us and see what we're doing, but you know, we're always open and very keen to learn and listen to others.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you
No
for
worries at all.
sharing.
Thank you. Bye.